Sorry, Ciryl. I can hear
No.
loads of noise coming out. I'll just edit that bit out. But so look, man, you've had a pretty difficult year in 2020 with 4 cancelled bouts in a pretty already frustrating year, right? With the coronavirus. How difficult was that for you, and how did you keep your motivation so high?
It was a little bit difficult for that in my mind, to say healthy mind, because every time it was cancelled, the UFC come to say, okay, you're going to wait, you're going to push just for 3 or 4 weeks. And okay, just 3 or 4 weeks, we're going to keep in shape, keep in the training, keep you understand, keep my mind in. And every time it was like that. So I never go out in my mind. I keep my mind focused on the date, and every time it was during maybe 6 months. So yes, it was a little bit hard for that, but we did well.
Yeah, you did. You had a collapsed lung as well, right? For 6 months when you got signed to the UFC. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh yes, exactly, in February.
How is
exactly February? And with that, I got a problem in the hospital after the injury. I got some infection, 3 infection.
Damn.
And I lost maybe 10 or 12 kilos. I was in my bed in the hospital during maybe 3 weeks. And I was a little bit, okay, so maybe we're going to stop here or maybe not. We don't know. I have just one leg. I don't know if I'm going to go back with my other leg. It was a little bit hard for my mind, but I keep on my way. And the recovering after that, some exercise pour récupérer le king. Comment tu dis?
Rehabilitation.
Rehabilitate my legs, because it was really hard. Breathe like that. Oh shit! I got nothing. Oof. So it was really hard in my mind, but I keep training. And
for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's important, like, for people to find inspiration out of people that do suffer and still make it through in these times. And bearing that in mind, I'm kind of curious to know, do you have any heroes, Ciryl?
I think the heroes are in the simple people, like maybe your father, your mother, your brother, sister, close to your environment, you know. And for me, I have the heroes. For example, Fernando Lopez, for me, is a hero.
Oh my God.
Yes, that's true.
Oh my God.
Because he did something really well. And when you have a father and mother like I am, with a life a little bit hard, to have 3 children, no really money, and now you have 3 children, did well in his life. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. So I'm really proud of where I'm from.
That's great. That's wonderful. I know you touched upon, like, some of your family members as well. What do they think of you now, Ciryl?
Say that
again?
I was saying you touched upon how you mentioned some of your family members for heroes, but I'm wondering, what does your family think of you now?
Oh, really proud. Really proud, and I do it for him, for my family. I have a wife, I have a daughter. So me, I'm here for my family, so my wife, my daughter, my parents, my brother, for my friend, my close friend, and that's why I'm here. I want to take care of my people.
That's very cool, man. That's very cool. So, how did you actually get into mixed martial arts? Because if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't that long ago, right? Can you talk me through how it all happened?
Yes, there's now 6 years ago, not really 5-6 years ago. Before that, I was at 24. At 24, because now I have 30. So at 24, because before that I'm from basketball. Before
Really?
that I'm from football. And at 24, I did nothing. And a friend proposed to me, okay, if you want, you can go to the Muay Thai. I'm an Acme. If you want, you can go. You can come to my gym. And at 24, I tried for the first time the martial art in the Muay Thai, and we did with my former coach 3 years, and we did very well. And after that, I knocked the door in the MMA factory, my actually gym, because I looking for some sparring partner. And just for that, I knocked in the door, and after maybe one or two training in the MMA, because I tried MMA. So they are 3 years ago. Huh? Fernando Lopez told me, "Oh, I think you can do something well." Oh, really? Yes, I think maybe 2 years and you're gonna go to the UFC, and we did after 1 year. So yes, it was a good choice.
It was a
So,
very good choice, man. Have you ever had another job in your life?
oh yes, but before
Before
just
fighting? Yeah, yeah.
yeah, just before fighting, but between when I started between, I was comment tu dis? I sell some furniture for the home. Yeah, some
Ah,
sofa, some table, some chairs, something like that. And yes, I was this commercial. I don't know exactly the word, but
I'm
this was
understanding. Yeah. I'm curious to know what life was like for you growing up in France. Was it a struggle for you and your family, or was it all smooth sailing?
I don't really understand.
I,
Can
I
I
s-
think? Can you repeat? Sorry.
yeah, no problem, man. So what I was asking was, I'm kind of really curious to know
Yes.
what life was like for you growing up in France. Was it a struggle for you and your family?
Yeah. So for me, I was born in the little country in France.
Mm.
Approximately, for the people know France, north, the west side. And I grew up there. And when I was maybe 18, and come to Paris, big city, for be a student. And after that, at the moment I played basketball. And at 24, I did my high school. I did my high school. Like okay, I go to the school and I'm go to work at the same time. I don't know if you do that here, but in France you can do that. And I'm yeah, at the moment my shop closed. My shop really closed, so that I don't working anymore. And at this moment, I say, okay, I want to do something in Muay Thai, and I did it. That's it. That's really crazy, because every time some people tell me how you come to the okay. I think just the life decided for me. Really,
For sure. That's cool,
yeah.
man. So look, you're fighting Jairzinho this weekend, and interestingly, you're both coming off a Junior Dos Santos win. But how has preparation been in the lead up to the fight? Have you had any complications, or has it all been smooth sailing?
No, like every weekend we did well. We did maybe 2 months. Yes, maybe 2 months of camp, and no, in France it's correct with the lockdown. We have our gym and we have the keys. I have my sparring partner, Alan Bodo. This was my choice because Alan Bodo in the UFC now.
Yeah.
He seems Jairzinho a little bit with the height and the weight. So yes, it was good. It was a really great camp.
That's great. So without giving me too much, like without giving away too much, how do you break down this fight with Jairzinho?
Can you repeat? Sorry.
Sure. Without giving away too much information, how do you break down this fight with Jairzinho?
I think you can expect a big war. Jairzinho is a young fighter like me, a real prospect, and I think he's gonna go to the top because
Mm.
legit, he proved it. He proved it. He's a strong guy. He's really a strong guy. He have a good level in striking too, and he have big knockout power, and I think he can do something very well. And yes, I think Saturday is going to be a real one. You can expect a firework, and I hope I'm going to manage this fight like I managed my former fight.
Awesome. Do you watch much tape of your opponents, Ciryl?
Not really. That's really fun because I understand Jairzinho say, okay, he's a liar a little bit, but that's really true, my man.
Yeah.
Seriously, this is the job of my coach. I don't need to look too much video for understand who is it, what kind of fighter is it. I saw some highlight on the UFC media on something like that, and I can understand what kind of fighter is it. And after that, my coach did his job. Like, okay, a lot of video, and okay, at the training we're going to do that because he do that, and that's it. Really.
Yeah.
That's really when the people ask me if I look the event of the UFC in France. The event are in the night. But me, I'm an athlete. I prefer to sleep. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why.
That's cool, man. So if you get this win over Jairzinho, where do you think this puts you next?
If I win Jairzinho this Saturday, I think this fight gonna put me in the top, in the headline. Maybe this fight, if I win, is gonna put me in discussion. Maybe for the title, maybe not now, but I think I'm gonna be to the top 5, maybe. So yeah, that's really close.
I agree. I was thinking somewhere like maybe Derek Lewis for your next opponent. I don't know.
Maybe Derek Lewis, maybe. But seriously, if I win this weekend, after that, if the people ask me what you want to do, I'm going after the belt. That's it. How many who they are on the line, I'm going to go front or go after the belt. Yeah.
Do you keep an eye on the division much? For example, did you watch Tom Aspinall and Andrei Arlovsky? And if so, were you impressed?
Yeah, this last week I saw this fight because I was already in Vegas. So now I can tell you, yes, I saw this fight because my team look this event, and the way as Tom Aspinall, it's a real prospect too. A well-rounded fighter.
I agree. And I think there's a lot of good guys in your division, talking of which, Jon Jones. So we obviously all know Jon Jones is moving up to heavyweight, and you've just said that you see yourself going for the belt. How does a fight with Jon Jones go with Ciryl gone?
Oh, like I say, he's a wonderful fighter too, and I want to be okay. I have a little experience, but I think I prove it a little bit. I can do everything. I can do everything. I can wrestling. I can go to the ground. I can finish my game in the ground or in TKO. And when the people ask me, yes, what would you like? What type of fighter you want to do? I say Jon Jones maybe, because I think in the martial art you have a perfect style of martial art. You can do everything, and you can So I like that. So yes, I'm really excited about that.
Oh, that's cool. So I think we've all seen footage of you and Francis Ngannou sparring on YouTube. It looked like good fun, man. But is that somebody who's now on your hit list now that he's left you guys, changed teams?
Est-ce qu'il fait partie de tes potentiels cibles? Mais là, on n'est pas de la même équipe.
Yeah, in the top. And if one day I want the belt, and if he have the belt, yes, of course, I must to fight this guy. But it's a little bit share because we was born in the same gym. The MMA Factory, Fernando Lopez. So a little bit shame, but it's going to be... comment tu dis une fierté, le king?
Pride.
It's a really...
You have to be a pride.
Yes. You have to be a pride for my coach. Two guys from your gym. You create this guy. on the top for the belt. That's really crazy.
It'll be a proud moment for Fernand, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Veronica was saying in her show, Viand on Full Reptile with Fernand, it kind of reminds me of a similar vibe to Usman Burns, Cody, TJ, two old teammates who have battled in the gym, now face each other in the octagon. Is that something that you've thought about ever?
Yes, it looked like a little bit like that, but a little bit different because we was born in the same gym with the same coach. We grew up with the same gym, the same coach, and we are in the top. We go to the top, we grow to the top with the same gym and the same coach. That's really different, like Burns or Usman, because he come after his career, he come to the top team or something like that. And I think it's more crazy. It's more crazy for Fernando Lopez, and yes, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. I know that you're not supposed to kiss and tell, Ciryl, but based on sparring with Francis, how do you think you pair up now in 2021?
C'est quoi exactement la question?
La base de
notre sparring.
Comment est-ce que tu vois votre position en 2021? Votre position, ça donnerait quoi? Vis-à-vis de votre...
But I think my game plan for every opponent is the fight IQ, and I have something to my footwork first time, and after that to manage. Okay, we will see for the first round what we're gonna do, and the fight IQ gonna come, and after we will see. But yes, and for him, it was a little bit the same for his former fight, his knockout power, and for me it's the same. It's more like, okay, we're gonna move, we're gonna check. So you can expect this kind of fight, like this weekend.
Definitely. I want to talk just a little bit about French culture and France, Ciryl. So I'm a big fan of French culture, the music, the cinema, the wine, the women. But I feel like usually France is quite a progressive country. But why do you think it took them so long to legalize mixed martial arts?
Why did you say why?
Yeah, so why did it take so long for them to legalize mixed martial arts, in your opinion?
I don't know exactly. For me, I just arrived there 3 years ago, so I don't know exactly the past. And I don't know why, but some people in the direction say, yes, it's not a sport. Just is not a sport.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know for why. But some people say, yes, it's not a sport, and I don't want this for my country. But it's a trompe. But you don't know. That's really not true. It's a mistake. And I think now the people are gonna know what is MMA, and I think the people are gonna hug this sport, and I think this sport in France, gonna grow up more than maybe the football. Maybe, I think.
I think so too. I do. I think so too. And just to stay on the topic of French culture a little bit, I imagine you are a big French music fan. Do you have any recommendations for us?
The recommendation?
Yeah.
Maybe on my team, because I'm a corporate guy. My team, Bon Gamin. You can tap Bon Gamin music Bon Gamin, and you're gonna see it's a little bit of rap music. You have 3 artists, and we will see. Maybe you're gonna see my face on the video.
Very cool.
On the video, and yes, that's my guy. That's my brothers, and I want to do that for this guy.
I'll check them out, man. 100%.
If you want to know some other artists,
yes,
you have. I like in my room, Hamza, a French artist.
No, do you like Serge Gainsborough? Do you know this guy?
Oh, yes, of course.
He's my favorite. My favorite.
Yeah, Serge Gainsbourg.
Yeah. What about film? Do you have a good French film to recommend?
A French film?
Yes.
Yes, of course. En passant pécho. You gonna see my face on this movie. En passant pécho on Netflix. En passant pécho. EN space PECHO. And we will see. You're gonna see my face on this movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
you have that. I don't know.
My favorite French film is La Haine. Have you seen that?
Oh yes, La Haine, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Cool movie.
It is a classic.
Yeah. So I've just got like 10 I don't know if you've ever played like a quick fire questions, like they're like random questions that I'm basically going to ask you just to end it. But they're a little bit thought-provoking questions. So do your best, but you can answer these, as quickly as you would like. Don't need to go too long, but I have like 10 questions for you. Okay. Really quick ones. Okay. So number one, if you could find out the date and time of your death, would you and why?
Si tu pouvais connaître la date de ta mort, est-ce que tu irais chercher et pourquoi tu irais chercher?
I really don't want to know that. I just really don't want to know that. I really don't know. No. I don't want to talk about that.
Too much information. Number two.
I'm really not curious of my life or my future. Okay, something like that.
Yeah. Number two, what emotion do you feel the most? If you want me to repeat, I'll repeat it. Number two, what emotion do you feel the most?
When some baby born, maybe like my daughter, I'm just really happy, like soulagé, genre.
Yeah, so a love energy.
Yes, really good vibes. Yes, big energy.
That's cool. Question number three, what hobby have you always wanted to develop outside of fighting?
The video game, but not only. Maybe I want to be an actor after that.
Yeah.
Yes. Like that. Not in English for the moment because I'm not comfortable with my English. But why not?
Man, your English is good. Your English is very good. But yeah, I agree, man. Why not? Right? Why not? Question number 4, Ciryl. Do you remember your first date?
My first date? Oh, I don't know. Really, but I remember my first date with my wife.
Okay, yes. Well, that's good.
That's because it was incredible and descriptive, like in the motion of like, wow, like it was really like that. Comment on dit le coup de foudre? Ça existe en anglais?
Love at first sight.
Yeah.
Yes, it was really like that.
That's very cool. Number 5. Did you have a nickname at school whilst you were growing up? And if so, what was it?
Maybe comment il s'appelle le personnage? Le personnage, tu sais, il a sa femme aussi, il est gros et tout, il est vert, c'est un dessin animé. Shrek. Voilà.
Shrek.
Exactly. I'm looking for a little bit like Shrek. I don't know why, but it was my nickname.
That's brilliant. It's nicer than my nickname was, so that's good, man. Number 6, which historical moment stands out to you the most when you think of history?
I think maybe when I was young, the World Cup with my father, when my country won the World Cup, they are in 1998, when the French country.
I remember.
This moment was very crazy in France.
I remember, yeah.
It was very crazy.
Very crazy. Okay, so question number 7. Have you ever been in a serious accident?
A serious accident?
Yeah.
Accident like with my car or with my my motorcycle? Or
Yeah. Something where your life was at risk.
Yes, maybe. I remember, but it was not hard because we did well, but it was something like, oh, we did it. It was really crazy. We were tired and we did this. Well, we go to the trek with my friend on the mountain, and at the moment, my guy say, yes, it's really so long, we're gonna cross, and we did something really crazy. Yeah, we're playing with our life, and heureusement, quand tu dis heureusement, fortunately, we did well, but seriously, we play with our life at this moment.
That sounds crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, number 8, we're nearly there. Number 8, if you were to be guaranteed the answer to any question on Earth, what would you ask?
Non, ça c'est une certitude.
That's a really great question. I'm not curious.
Moi, j'aimerais savoir l'avenir de mes enfants, par exemple.
Ouais, je suis pas curieux. De?
Oui, pas mal ça.
Ah, maybe, yeah, this is a great question. This is a great answer. Maybe if there are the life after death.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one. I would ask if there's other life in the universe. So it's pretty similar.
Ça, c'est une bonne question.
Yeah. So number 9, when are you the happiest, Ciryl?
Quand est-ce que tu es le plus content?
When I'm happy, souvent, comment on dit souvent?
Most of time.
Yeah, most of time. I'm really happy just because I'm just happy to be here. I'm healthy. I'm with my wife, my daughter. Just that, I'm happy at this moment. But when I'm really happy, it's when I can see all of my family for her birthday or for maybe the Christmas or something like that. That's too much love at this moment, and I like that.
That's very cool, man. I like that too. So last question. If you find out that I've been arrested and sent to jail after this interview, what would you think it would be for?
Je suis pas sûr d'avoir compris la question, le sens de la question.
Si jamais on apprenait qu'il est en tôle, que lui il est en tôle.
Ah, you?
Yeah.
Okay. Et donc, qu'est-ce que tu penserais, qu'est-ce qui serait la cause du fait qu'il soit en tôle?
So,
la cause?
Ouais.
What would...
maybe I saw some tattoos, so maybe you look like a little bit like gangsters, or maybe for drug dealers, or maybe some, comment tu dis, in a bank,
You rob the bank.
Drop the bank, yes, exactly, or something like that, yeah. Because I think you are really funny because you say the classic like La Haine, the movie, or something like Serge Gainsbourg. He was a hustler.
He was, man. They're all gangsters, right?
Maybe for that, like, okay, you don't give a shit and you gotta go to the bank.
Oh man. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Ciryl, and spending some of your time with us. Really, really appreciate it, my man. And I wish you all the best on Saturday night.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, brother. See you soon, my man. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you, Fernand.
You are the best.
You're the best, man.
During all this week, you get the award. Best interview ever. I'm deadly serious.
Really?
Because we spend time with having the same question every time, and I think Veronica will be jealous, but you're the best. I mean, she's coming at the second post, but you are the fucking best. You did it. You just kill it.
Good job.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
Because I can see that he did enjoy the interview. That's how you can say you are the best. You know.
You're the man, boys. All the best.
See you.
Take care, lads.